for the offenses that they have committed. But holding them criminally responsible is a different matter altogether. And what we say is that this is a drastic approach in the circumstance, ladies and gentlemen, and this is not the solution to this problem. What we also feel is that we are following the thoughts of the majority of society. What we would say is that murder and rape are simply not of the same caliber that bullying is. Bullying is held at a lower caliber in the terms of our justice system, ladies and gentlemen. We believe that bullying is actually being dealt with in schools because we have seen a recent increase in the amount of therapy programs, a recent increase in the amount of extracurricular programs that we have in order to fix these bullying problems that we have seen in the public school system, and that side proposition has a major problem with. We recognize that bullying is an issue, but as I have stated before, holding these young individuals criminally responsible is not the solution. We believe, and side proposition believes that bullying must cease to exist, but as my partner mentioned, we do not mean to sound callous, ladies and gentlemen, but this is simply not realistic. This is an idealistic proposal, but not a realistic proposal, excuse me. What exactly has side opposition shown you today? Well, we have shown you how bullying is not a major criminal offense generally. We have showed you how in the majority of circumstances, bullying is actually a minor criminal offense, and how a lot of it is simply casual verbal abuse. What we have shown you is how it is not the most effective way to deal with bullying. The ways that side proposition is proposing is not the most effective way to deal with bullying. What we have shown you is how this is an unfeasible bill, ladies and gentlemen, how we cannot control this in all circumstances, and how we cannot simply send every bully that commits an offense to our criminal system. And what we have also shown you, and what my partner has shown you, is how children cannot be held accountable. For the reasons brought forth to you by side opposition, we beg to oppose the motion. Thank you.
After the heated debate that we have just witnessed, it is obvious that you have cemented your decision in favor of the affirmative proposition. Let me take a few minutes to take that wet cement and turn it into concrete through rebuttal. Now, our opponents have brought forth one major contradiction that side affirmative wants to bring forward. They brought forth the plan that we should heighten the severity of punishment in school. Then they said that there's no way to know who victims are because they don't always come forward. So how side opposition plans to come through with this plan is beyond side proposition, ladies and gentlemen. So I'd like to sum up what this debate comes down to. The debate comes down to what is enough and what is necessary. Now, side opposition would have you believe that the current system, basically a slap on the wrist, or even making the system slightly more severe, is enough for students who just can't handle being truly liable for what they've done. But side proposition says that letting students and society know that bullying someone that probably can't handle being victimized is not acceptable, and that it's necessary to chastise the people that truly deserve it. And we need to recognize that it is important for us to chastise the people that deserve what they get. Now, what I mean by this is that terrorizing others, whether it be verbally or physically, no matter how minor it is still an offense. And we need to recognize that people who commit the crime of bullying, because it is in fact a crime, ladies and gentlemen, need to be punished accordingly. Justice applies to everything, whether it be minor or major, whether it be young or old. Justice does not discriminate like bullies do, ladies and gentlemen. So whatever we are doing right now, it is not enough. That is what side proposition is trying to tell you today. Whatever side opposition has brought to you has accentuated the fact that we need to make things slightly more severe in school, that we can't bring it to the justice system because bullies can't handle it. But ladies and gentlemen, we've tried that. We've tried that time and time again, and it has simply not been effective enough. We need to stop it right now, and the only way we can do this is by holding bullies criminally liable for what they've done, for terrorizing others. So what has side proposition shown you today? We've shown you that bullying needs to be taken more seriously. We've shown you that we need to promote awareness, because no matter what we've been doing, such as Pink Shirt Day or all the problems we've been doing, is not enough. And we've shown you that we need to prove that there are more long-term effects. So for the reasons that my partner has brought up, and for the reasons that I myself have discussed today, side affirmative is confident this resolution must and most certainly has stood. Thank you.
So the reader is being I've overheard. Okay, so here's what happened next. Everyone, listen. So the judges.